of those true story movies that you kind of heard elements about, but then you learn a lot more about? I love those type of movies. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new movie review. Today I'm going to be discussing The Report. This film is directed by Scott Z. Burns, and it stars the likes of Adam Driver, Annette Bening, Jon Hamm, Ted Levine, Corey Stoll, and really has such a fantastic cast all in title here. Ever since Sundance, I've been dying to see The Report, especially since I think Adam Driver is one of the best working actors today. This guy gives fantastic performances, and seeing him inside The Report, I can definitely even contend again that he's brilliant in here. If you guys are new here, make sure again to hit that like and subscribe button because I provide tons of early movie reviews like this on a daily basis and tons of other movie and geeky content over here all the time. And guys, make sure to comment down below and let me know what your guys' thoughts are on The Report. Are you guys excited for it? Have you seen it yet? Let's discuss it down below. Or is a political thriller based on true events, which is about Daniel J. Jones, an idealistic Senate staffer who is tasked by his boss to lead an investigation into a CIA's post 9/11 detention and interrogation program, which uncovers shocking secrets. And this film did uncover many shocking secrets as you were watching it. One of the best things that I loved about this movie is the way that it puts you inside the situation. And a lot of that goes to the direction of Scott Z. Burns, which is some of my favorite directing of all year long. Burns does such a fantastic job directing this movie and really getting to place you in the feet and in the mindset of Daniel J. Jones, and that's one of the strongest parts about this is where the film sets you, because any feelings that Daniel's feeling, you're feeling along with him. The frustration, the shocking news, the disturbing elements of it all, and the way that Burns decides to tell the story structure in here is one of the most unique, and also in a sense could have been very risky, but it worked because it goes about different time periods, and the way that he styled it, the way that he filtered some of the flashbacks worked brilliantly, and also worked for the whole atmosphere of the movie. But the way it also jumped to different timelines just felt very not confusing or convoluted, but simple and to the point that it gets to what these flashbacks and what these certain events are trying to say. All at the same time carrying that heavy emotion that Jones is feeling as you're reminiscing about certain these things and as facts start to come out. Again, is one of the strongest things about this film, and it wouldn't be as strong if it wasn't for the performance of Adam Driver as Daniel J. Jones. He embodies this guy. He brings about every single ounce of feeling that is for him, and one of the biggest things that Adam Driver does is his subtle situations with his face. There are multiple moments where the movie and the camera decides to pan in on him, or in a sense has him centered behind Annette Bening during certain public hearings. And in these moments, it's those moments where if you just watch Adam Driver, the subtle emotion that is on his stern face is some of the strongest things that he can bring as an actor. We've seen it in other things that he's already done before, but it's as strong as ever inside this. This is why I actually think he is one of the top 5 actors working today for me. Speaking of fantastic, Annette Bening is always fantastic, but she is superb in here. Movie that very much trusts its audience, and in a general, even though it has just enough human and absurdity to it, it's justified to such a great way of how they bring about all this information to you. These political thrillers that are based on a true story actually give factual facts. I went through and started diving into a lot of this film. I became very intrigued with everything that was going about this because as I had heard elements of it, I had never really gotten the full picture. This movie opened up that full picture and made me want to dive in and understand more of what was going on. I give major props to Daniel in real life for everything that he endured throughout this film. Also, one of the small things I need to add, other than just the technical stuff with the cinematography that I mentioned earlier with the flashbacks, it has to be the score and the way that it locks you into this film from the opening scene. This movie, from opening to the ending, I was locked in the whole entire time. All elements of it does feel a little bit repetitive here and there. It felt needed for the story. Before I give you guys my final thoughts on The Report, make sure again to hit that like and subscribe button because I talk tons of movies all the time over here and I want to talk them with you guys. So make sure to comment down below and hit that like and subscribe button. Head over to Sandwich on Films on how to see films early. Of course, guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and thank you to all my Patreon supporters because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Report carries one of the most urgent and clever scripts of this year, while also one of the most fascinating films that I've seen all year long. Burns does such a fantastic job directing this film that is timely and also needed to get these elements, to get this story out more into urgent eyes. And the fact that now this is something that I'm learning about, it should be more prevalent. It's nothing that I've ever learned in school, and it's insane to ever think about that. Honestly fascinated with this story now, and I'm fascinated with Daniel J. Jones as a person and everything that Adam Driver got to do to bring this guy to life and embody him. I think if it wasn't for Burns' directing and Driver's performance, I don't know if this film would be as good as it is. It really is those two things meshing together in a perfect harmony to bring about this true story. One of the best things about this movie is it gets straight to the point and keeps locking in. I would have liked to know a little bit more about Daniel as a person, but that's something that I can do on my own time now. Some people might have issues that they couldn't latch onto his character, but I was latched into the story of this film and locked in to what his purpose was and why he was doing it. With all that said, I'm gonna give the report a B+. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the report. Again, can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this one. I hope you guys enjoy it just as much as me. Thank you guys again so much for clicking on this video, and do look out forward. I either already have this posted or I might have posted it afterwards. I do have an interview coming out with the actual guy, Daniel J. Jones himself, and the director, Scott Z. Burns. I was very fortunate that they got to come to Arizona, and again, I don't know if that interview is out now or later, but thank you guys again so much for watching this, and enjoy that interview, and of course, until next time, stay classy.